welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go from East Rutherford. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Got it. Ready?
30-yard line.
19 Lions. Let's go now. Pablo 18.
On play action, Milrow. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Kayvon Thibodeau in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. To the air, it's Milrow. Oh, they're going to kill him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
His offensive play caller, he's got to help out his offensive line right now. Some screens, some quick game, some run game. They've got to slow down this pass rush because so far here early, they have had no answers for it.
Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that will hit and go out of bounds just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
After a gain of just 3. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Go! They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterbury. Some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Go! 18 Rockland. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. 19 Lion.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
A gain of 39 yards.
Big play for the Giants. 39 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try to push it in with Scatterbury. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. His kick is good. And the Giants are up to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Ready? Let's go.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That's off. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play for Seattle. Pick up of 46 yards.
Check, bounce back, check, down. Steady.
RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be marked out, down at the 5. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Giants leading this one early. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they come up now second and goal.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That is, what a job on the scramble. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
The kick is good.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19. Go.
They'll start this on the ground with Scatterby. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Let's go now.
The throw is Darby. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
18.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. On the give, it's Scatterby. He'll work his way forward for the 3-yard. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
the 43. Here's second down and 6. Once again, it's Scatterboo. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Giants.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On second down, Dirk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
On the coverage.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. On the give, Scatterboo.
This is one of those plays where you got to give him some love after. Let him know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll go, and here's Dirk. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. It's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
It's second and 8.
From the 41, here's second and 8.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up third and inches.
Third and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. So most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Ready. Set. Hey, check that. Street. Check.
They put Wilson in motion. Ooh. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Let's go now. Hey,
The tight end going in motion to the left. On third down, Milroe. Got it with Smith and Jigba. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Seattle.
17 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's down at the 3. What a run. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
70, Hawk 70. Go.
From the gun, it's Milroe. And that is hot in the end zone. He's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Now the point after try from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Giants 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go. Bravo 80. Chap 60. Chap 60.
Here's Dart on first and 10. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a game.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
44-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Dart can throw it on second down. He has Hyatt complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Set to go now on first and 10. On play action, it is Dart. Ball's out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
On first down, it's Milroe. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Seahawks.
Mustang 19. Let's go now. Coconut 18. Rattler 18.
Milroe. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good. So one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. first half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Oh, big hole, left side. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, New York. Extra point attempt. Still to come. He gets it to go. And the Giants will put into the lead. It's now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, 19 Lions. Ready, ready?
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20.
A gain of 48 yards.
A big play to kick off this drive. A gain of 48.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Deputy, scoop.
They'll run the draw with Walker. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
To the goal line and in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Seattle. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out to a 24-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Rocco 80.
Clark and attack this one forward. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They gained 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Giant 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
10, here is Dark. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
35-yard line.
Up the middle with Scatterboot. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
One down the field, but it is incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, and start. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready? Check. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let go.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Seahawks ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the jump.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down.
Ready?
Left side and is caught by Horton. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And not much there. Quick defense, held to no gain.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Milrow. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
70 Timberwolves. 3rd.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
On first down, it's Scannable. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Samuel Jr. on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's caught. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Giants. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop?
And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Hey, check that streak. Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's good.
Look at the 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Let's go
A
now.
gain of 26 yards.
Keep it on the ground and kick with Walker. And he finds some space. Tackle after a gain of 7 on first down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Next.
They'll run up the middle. It's Walker. Oh, a loose football. He works free. Right side. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover. And a fumble. And all of a sudden, the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
Okay, ready?
A run with the man for 2. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 35, here's second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9 on the Seahawks 35-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing it. Third. That's going to be incomplete. That was very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 9 yards.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Let's go now.
Third down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
6-yard loss.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here You have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Lions, 70 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run with Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
At the 37-yard line.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Stephanie. Hurt. 19 Lions. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Walker. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
4 yards.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And the Seahawks are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
That's good for a Seahawks.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Forced out left. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to sneak it here. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark them short. Ready? This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run with Walker. He will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
2 yards.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
19 tight. Come on. Hit.
They're going on 4th down. Newell. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Jason
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Well, broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Devin Witherspoon.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Derek Hall in there to bring him down.
Third down.
And that's his first sack of the year. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.